here, all of you, last class we discussed about the technological factors which are affecting the Industrial Revolution 1991. Today we are going to discuss about what is public sector actually. Public sector means what are the government policies, government agendas or government bureaucracies are there. They are turned out into public sectors only. So as a definition, you will be able to see that the public sector consists of business that are owned by and controlled by the government of the country. The ownership and control of the center or state government in the organization, either in the company or market. But it still goes to the minority of the state, which are able to make a single decision regarding the running of the entity. And these organizations include the government agencies which are owned and enterprise and multi and local government authorities and other public institutions. So, what are the institutions are there in the organization or in public sector? These are controlled by public sector only. What is public sector means? Public sector is a representation of government. What are the government policies, agendas, government different kinds of methods which are implemented in the public sector to take care of various policies. What are the government policies are there? They have to be initiated in a proper way so that the public can able to get benefited out of that. That is called public sector. Next. Private sector. When we come to private sector, for development of any country, we already discussed in the class, in development of every country, we should be having public sector and private sector. So when we come to private sector is an enterprise which is owned, controlled, managed either by individual or business entity. It can be able to be small scale, medium scale or even large scale organizations. So we have seen many organizations which comes under private sector. These are owned by private entities or private individual bodies. So they are also providing a job opportunity or generating employment opportunity in the public so that to increase the per capita income of the people, and they are also paying taxes to the government in the form of IT returns. Sector, what is difference between public sector and private sector is that, so in public sector it is totally owned by government bodies. Private sector means it is owned by private entities or private individuals. So there ultimately decision would be from the government. The government is the main key person to give the initiations to what are the development they are going to focus on. But here both the sectors are important for development of any country. Why? Because we should be having a public sector to give an individual development, like what are the government bodies are there, like banking sectors are there, railways are there. They are controlled and owned by the government only. And when we come to private entities like Tata, Mittal, Reliance, so all these are private bodies. Well, they are also providing job opportunities, they are also providing economical development, they are also paying taxes to the government. So all these are part of the government that which can able to be done or developed to the particular country. Next. Now, what is the disinvestment and privatization? Privatization is the process of transfer of ownership of public sector undertaking private sector. Disinvestment is the process in which organization and government sells or liquidates the assets which is owned. So, whenever we are having a privatization is the process which can able to be taken by public sector into private sector. Disinvestment means it is a new concept for you. It is a process with the organization, government sells and liquidates assets what it owns. Like we can able to give, I am giving a small example to you. So today we can able to see that what are the railway stations was there. So railway stations as in 100 years it has been managed by government bodies only, government sector only. But nowadays the private platforms and all that, the maintenance has given to the private individual bodies who are going to go for the different kinds of year wise. You can able to see that tenders are changing. So like this way nowadays we can able to see that the railway stations are very much clear and very much hygienic compared to the earlier years. Why? Because it has been given to the private That cannot be able to be supposed in nowadays. Why? Because if you're making a product in nowadays, it used to be come across with a huge amount of capital investment, and a single company can't be able to bear that huge amount of capital. So this huge amount of capital can be divided and it can be able to go for these investments into multiple companies combined together, and they can able to do the investment. This is what we can able to see for reducing the financial burden. What are the financial burdens are there that can able to be reduced? Because if one single company is to invest huge amount of money in that, if it is going with loss, the company will be collapsed. That's why we are seeing that nowadays companies are coming with collaboration. Means number of companies are collaborated together and they come into a single product. Next. Definition of privatization. In the simple word, privatization implies the complete partial sales. Government equity is a state-owned undertaking. Private sector. Privatization can be take place in two ways: either by selling the government-owned shares or in undertaking the lifting of restrictions to the blocks of private individual and firms to take part in particular industry. It also includes the contracting out of the service provided by public sector and private contractors. When there is a transfer of ownership, control, management from public sector to the private sector, specifically due to the sale of assets, is called privatization. So privatization means it is a way by which we can able to be given the authority, the discretion, and all these things to a private body. So I just told you that in earlier days we used to maintain our railway stations, but nowadays we are having various tenders. So those people or individual body who want to make quote for lesser amount of time, lesser amount of money, the government will give tender to them, and they will maintain the total railway station for 1 year or 2 years, based on the contract and based on the time. So like